Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Monday game week edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. You need a roof, you call Parish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, Bocock Brothers, Premium Cigars. Thrilled to have everybody with us here on this game week. LSU Clemson. Garrett Nussmeier is going to wear the number 18 jersey. Found that out on Sunday. Was a little surprised they didn't do that on Saturday night after that practice with family and everybody there, but or maybe they did, and we just didn't know about it. Maybe they kicked us out before they did it. But so Garrett becomes the first quarterback since Matt Mock to wear number 18. It'll be interesting. It's a guy who has this would be Garrett's third number since being at LSU. Remember, he was number 5 initially because Jontre Kirkland had 13. When Jontre Kirkland left, Garrett moved from 5 to 13, opening up 5 for Jaden Daniels. But 13 was the number Garrett wanted all along, and now he'll finish his career wearing 18. I did ask Garrett. Oh, God. I asked Garrett at SEC Media Days about wearing 18. He started about talking a lot about how much 13 means to him. His dad wore 13. He said it means the world to me. Anyway, here's what he said.
100%. I love 13. It means the world to me, but to be able to wear 18 at LSU, that's special. And it would be an honor. I would not be able to say no to that. So, obviously, I've always never thought about it as a way that I want to go ask for it or anything like that. I don't believe that I've earned that or anything of that sort. The coaches make that decision, and if I was chosen and it was me to wear 18, then I would definitely wear that with a lot of pride.
So there you have it from the horse's mouth. Said he'd be honored to wear 18 if they offer it to him. They did, and he's going to wear it. So Perkins, number 7. Remember last year they had 2 18s. Actually, that was something that started with Ogeron, was the 2 18s, one on offense, one on defense. But apparently, and they did that last year too, Josh Williams on offense and Greg Penn on defense. But this year, just one. Nuss and Whit Weeks, your permanent team captains. Harold Perkins wearing 7. So they're into game week, y'all. Officially in game week. Brian Kelly meets with reporters on Monday at noon. This will be Mondays now be his noon press conference. Just note next week, Monday is Labor Day. So it'll be on Tuesday next week, the press conference. But in any event. Okay, let's say some more orange, y'all. You know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post, fire away with whatever you got. Solar Flares, good morning. Abner Neal, good morning. Hey, Bradley, good morning. Thomas, good morning. Adam, good morning. Happy Monday to you as well. Leon, Christian, happy game week. Joe, about to board a flight to Dallas. Safe travels, Joe. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the week. Bubba, Hunter, good morning. Tiger Diver, happy game week. Do you or any LSU media have a chance to ask Dabo questions? Good question. I did get, we do get the, here you go, Clemson football media schedule. Here it is. Monday, the Tiger Hour with Dabo Sweeney on 105.5 The Roar. That's at 8 p.m. So I guess that's his call-in show. Tuesday's media availability with Dabo. Tuesday will be his press conference, but no, obviously there's no phone in for there. Players on Wednesday. Dabo post-practice. Oh, you can Zoom. Dabo post-practice at 6:25. Wednesday Wednesday at 6:25. I guess that's Eastern. You could Zoom. Joshua Rector, let's go. Game week. Good morning, Joe. Good morning. Hey, Dalton. Been too long. Glad I caught you live. Hope all is well. We're good, man. Thanks for being there, Dalton. Ben, good morning. Ryan, 18. This is great. Drew, morning. Excited to see this team go into the fire. Luis, what's good, man? Good morning. Joey B, morning, Matt. If LSU does lose to Clemson, what do you think will be the biggest reason why? Offensive line. I think at times this year, throughout fall camp, we've seen the LSU defense really have the upper hand on the offense. Now, I am very encouraged by the LSU defense because I know Nuss is a really good player. Durham, Harlem Berry, Aaron Anderson, Trey Green, Nick Anderson, Barry and Brown. Like, I know all those guys are really good players. So when the defense kind of has the upper hand, that makes me excited about the about the defense. I do, though, look at that and go, well, excuse me. Could that mean issues for the offense on the road at Clemson against a really veteran defense? And that's my one thing. I think LSU's defense will do just fine on Saturday night. And I think I would love to see LSU's offense go off and LSU win a game 38-17. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think you're probably going to see more of a defensive ball game. And I think, I don't know what the total is on this game. Let me see. Like, I'm thinking you're looking at something like a 24-20, 21-17, something like that. Probably like lean to the under, depending on what the total is in this game. Let's see. LSU Clemson. There it is. Total is 57.5. That's like a 30-27 type game. I'd probably take the under, Dale, any marketing being done for GMEX? Yes. I'll tell you more. I'll be able to tell you more soon. Jacob, good morning. Count the money. Good morning. If FSU wins, smoking a cigar to celebrate. Y'all, if Alabama goes to Tallahassee and loses this week, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Alabama's going to go win at Florida State. Florida State won 2 games a year ago. They got a quarterback coming in from Boston College. They had their all-in moment 2 years ago, and unfortunately for them, Jordan Travis got hurt at the end of the season. I don't think it's going to happen. But Alabama better not slip up and go lose that game. They lost as a double-digit favorite 3 times last year. Tim Thomas Payette. Gotcha, Thomas. I think I said Payette. What did I say yesterday? Payette? I think I said Payette yesterday. Payette. Christian, good morning. Enough talk. Finally, game week. Biggest takeaway from fall camp, I think, is 0 maiden injuries. That's very significant. To have made it through fall camp, mostly avoiding any major injury, I agree, is very significant. My other biggest takeaway from fall camp is I just think all the defensive transfers that assimilated very quickly. Now I got to go prove it, but I think defense can keep LSU in that game. I shouldn't even say keep them in the game. I think defense should set the tone for the game. Get ready, Dale. Here it comes. Weston, good morning. Game week. Clayton, good morning from South Haven, Mississippi. All right, Chris. Nuss was hoping we get 18 since this person who's in the building. Nuss is the definition of who 18 is. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, great leader, waited his turn, could have left last year, stayed, came back for a fifth year. Yes, I agree. This is interesting too. Chances are right. 513 equals 18, the evolution of Nuss, which is true. Y'all know, like I've talked about it for years. I don't really care about the 18 or the 7 or anything. Like I don't. But if it means something to the players, if it's a motivator for the players, then great. That's fantastic. I personally just don't care what number anybody wears. Hey, Brian Wynn, good morning. Ben, Jingle Street. Nope. In transit editions don't count because I can't play the jingle when I'm in transit. Sometimes I sing it, but that doesn't really matter. It's if I can't play it. We established that long ago. Brad, good morning. I saw all three of the guys on Crane and Company have LSU missing the playoffs. Josh Pate has LSU going 8-4. I guess the national media is just wait and see with LSU. 8-4 surprises me. I will be so genuinely surprised if LSU goes 8-4. I do understand the questions of the transfers, but like just having new people coming in. But I mean, Alabama lost 41 players off last year's roster. Georgia has, by Kirby's own admission, the youngest roster of his entire time at Georgia. And they were bad against the run last year. They couldn't run the football last year. They turned it over too much. Now, I get it. They still won the SEC. But, man, a lot of that is just reputation. And I think for LSU, people are looking and going, Kelly's been there for 3 years, and they've had some kind of issue each of his 3 years. I just got to see it. Whereas with Georgia, Bama, they feel it's more proven. My point, certainly with Bama, is they're not proven because that's Kalen DeBose, not Nick Saban. What Kalen DeBose proved is that he can lose to Vanderbilt and Oklahoma and Michigan as a double-digit favorite. Ronnie, good morning. Christian, any particular questions you have for BK today at his first game week press conference? Definitely want to know why Nuss didn't throw on Saturday and what's up with Carius Kern. Those are the most obvious ones. Probably ask him if his previous experiences against or at Clemson help or factor in any way this week. I'll spend some time this morning thinking of some other angles that I hope to address. Morning, Matt. I wonder if Tyler from Spartanburg will call into Deb this week. Seth, good morning. Made it through the dark of the off season. Hey, Brett, happy game week. John, good morning. Sure you answered the question. Who'll be the new co-host of Whiskey and Wine? By the way, wine is WINE, not WHINE. It's wine, like the drink, not wine like you're whining. A lot of people have said that. It's not wine, WHINE. It's wine, WINE.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
All right. Parrish Construction and Roofing. Remember, if you need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. All the subspecialties, after hours clinic is open, bypass the ER, and then Parrish Construction and Roofing. You need a roof, we'd love to help you out. Go to parrishbuilt.com, parrishbuilt.com. Remember, Unique Physique, semaglutide, tirzepatide. So you've heard me talk on AFR about Goodwood, which is the men's clinic. Well, they have Goodwood, Unique Physique, and Unique Aesthetics. So they have it all. So Goodwood is the men's clinic. Unique Physique is the GLP-1s. That's tirzepatide, semaglutide, the weight loss injections. And then Unique Aesthetics is the aesthetic clinic where, by the way, $8 Botox. Gents, if you use Botox, all good. But maybe your wife, girlfriend, fiance does. Let them know. $8 unit Botox. They will be over the moon. Unique Aesthetics. Okay. Where are we? Oh, here we go. Tiger Poppy, good morning. No Cap Sports Talk. 843 in the house. Game week. Big fan. Are you still doing whiskey and wine? Oh, I haven't gotten that one either. I'm trying to decide when I'll make the whiskey and wine announcement. I've decided we've got a decision. I just I don't know when I want to make the announcement. Maybe I'll wait till Saturday. Tyler Rattler start. I don't think they will have one quarterback all year. I think they will absolutely play both of them. Jeffrey, Paul, Ben, how did last year's O-line look in fall camp? Amazing. They were awesome. You had 4 starters in the country, maybe the best offensive line in LSU history. They were awesome. And by the way, they were awesome at pass blocking last year. They allowed the 10th fewest sacks in the country last year. And remember, you got the service academy. So like, do you really count? So really, I mean, it was like top 5. When you take out the option teams, they don't throw it. So they were awesome. They just couldn't run block. And a big part of that, how much of that is their inability to run block? How much of that was scheme? How much of that was they just didn't run it enough? Became a little too pass happy. Lots of things. But this, I can tell you, there has been, ever since spring, a very strong commitment to running the football. So we'll see if they can. Hey, Maurice, how do you feel about the Tiger defense from what you've seen, of course? By the way, I haven't seen a little, Maurice. We've seen a lot. I mean, I can run through and see how many practices they let us watch. But of the 21 fall camp practices, probably 10 to 12. And a good many of those were the entire practice. I feel like I've seen a lot. And my bold prediction for this year, we were asked to do bold predictions for LouisianaSports.net. My bold prediction for this LSU team is that for the first time since 2017, I think LSU will finish in the top 20 in total defense nationally. The talent and the depth is as good as it has been probably since 2016. And remember, that was the team that had Arden Key, Devon Gottschall, Duke Riley, Deion Jones, Kendall Beckwith, Tre'Davious White, Dante Jackson, Jamal Adams. Like, that was that team. Kelly Gross, good morning. Johnny, good morning. Jason. Hey, Dale, suck. Hey, Brad. Do you still keep in touch with any of your friends from Holy Cross? Actually, yeah. So one of my roommates, when the year was there were 4 of us that had like a suite. It was a dorm, but it was like you walked in, there was like a kitchen den and then a room on either side, and there were bunks. So there were 4 of us in the suite. But one of my roommates, Matt Weitzel, jumps on here from time to time, and was actually, I saw Matt in New Orleans a few months ago. He was in New Orleans for a conference. So I took a day off of work, popped down, hung out with him and some of his coworkers, and went had dinner at Commanders. And so, yeah, I stay in touch with Matt. Ryan, feeling 24-20 kind of game? Yes, that's kind of what I'm feeling. Jason played a disc golf tournament over the weekend, brought him 3rd place. All right, Jason, congrats, man. That's awesome. If LSU wins, still smoking a cigar. If they lose, be smoking. Probably so. Maybe on whiskey and wine. Ben, good morning. Ryan, Paul. Why do you think Nuss is so disrespected with so many quarterbacks slated to be picked before him? I don't know, Paul. I just saw that from Todd McShay. I mean, I've seen some projections that have Nuss as the first pick of the draft. Todd McShay was just the one. I think it was McShay that had Nuss like 6th or 7th. That was odd to me. And that's just, I guess, his preference. Spurge, Quentin, Tiger Poppy, Ryan Amanda Gidge. We're getting close. Excited like kid in candy store. One Nardi, Jeremy, Luke. Only media rooting for LSU outside of LSU is on 3, it seems. I don't know that media roots. I think you got to maybe recalibrate there a little bit. It's more who's picking them. I know J.D. Pickell from On 3 picked LSU to win the national championship. I think it's just a matter of, are you a believer in the strategy where you in the portal strategy? Are you a believer in a strategy where you go build your team through the portal? Josh Payton is 8-4. Can kick Hawks. Silo, the good news. Hey, you know what? Aaron, good morning. You know what the good news is? No one's asked me that. Thanks. You know the good thing about what I would say about the digital era? Everything's recorded. So Pate goes on record saying 8-4. He's wrong. He'll own it. Hey, Sean, is Shedeur going to get cut? Gabriel's ahead of him on the depth chart. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, I don't think they're keeping 4. If they do, I'd pick them up in a heartbeat. Garrett, you always say you want to get rid of meaningless games and schedule P5 games. Yes. When the SC goes to 9, you said you want Missouri, Vandy, at Mississippi State. I didn't say Missouri. I said Vandy, Mississippi State, Kentucky. Of course I can, because those are still SEC games. And if you're going to 9 league games, you're still going to play 6 really difficult games, and your Power 4 non-conference mandate is still there. So if you're talking about 10 Power 4 games, I think doormats, I've always said doormats in the league need to be doormats. Every league needs its doormats. Like, the SEC needs Ole Miss being bad. They don't need Ole Miss going to the playoff. Like, the Big 12 needs Kansas to be bad. The SEC needs Vanderbilt to be bad. Every league has its doormats. How's it any different than the NFL with the Cleveland Browns or what the Cincinnati Bungles were before, or now, what the Saints were and seemingly are again? Still an SEC game. Ask Ole Miss about playing Kentucky. Ask Alabama about playing Vanderbilt. Tyler, we change the national narrative come Saturday. Chris, Matt, Tiger fan from Columbia. Okay. Believe I'm repping all week long. Love it, love it, love it, love it. If LSU loses, it's definitely why. Tyler motivated Dabo to get in the portal. The crew of Dale sad all day long. Crank it up, Dale. Hey, Jason, good morning from SoCal. Would you say that on paper, this LSU team is 3 times better than last year's? That might be hard to quantify. I mean, I know what you're asking because finances, right? That might be hard to quantify to say 3 times better. I will say, I mean, if you just look at like, like defensive statistics and metrics, are you going to be 3 times better? Well, if they were 59th in total defense last year, I don't know that it's possible to be 3 times better than that. You know what I mean? Like, so has been pretty consistently that I think they do lose the opener to Clemson. I know, but nobody wants to hear that when vibes are immaculate going into the opening week of the season. I just hate that this is a true road game. But I also think 7-1 in the league is realistic. You'll probably drop one somewhere along the way. Then you go 10-2 and get to the conference championship game. And regardless of what happens in that game, I think you're in the playoff, which is what I think happens for this team. Deborah, good morning. Jeremy Fisher, could LSU start 1-2? Florida scary game. I disagree with you on Florida, Jeremy. I think Florida's a 7-5, 8-4 football team. I love that game's in Baton Rouge. I know Lagway returns. He's been injured all offseason. I don't love the weapons that they have on offense at Florida. I am not there with Florida being a scary game. Same with South Carolina. I think those are two teams that are getting a lot of hype this offseason that are both 7-5 football teams. How talented is LSU compared to 2023 Florida State? Very comparable. Very comparable teams. But I would say LSU is comparable to last year's Ole Miss or Ohio State. And people are going to roll their eyes at that because Ohio State won the national championship. But I'll remind you, Ohio State lost 2 games last year. They lost to a 500 Michigan squad. It took Ohio State all year with Chip Kelly as the offensive coordinator to kind of figure themselves out offensively. But it's very comparable. When you go spend $20 million on your roster, it's what it's supposed to look like. And a veteran quarterback. All right, y'all. It is 7:15. Hard stop. Got to go. Locked on LSU is live. AFR at 3. Happy game week, y'all. Let's get it.